the blitz portion, we missed the first 6 rounds. And this is the these are the standings over here. I can maybe do this a bit. So we have, actually maybe it would be better if I yeah, no, I'll keep it like this. Yeah, so Adib is on 6 out of 6, Najjar 5 out of 5, Amr on 4.5 out of 6. And you can see that Adib is really underrated, huh? So this is the blitz. So we're going to be checking out Amr against Adib. This could be the game of the tournament. There are 4 more rounds. 4 more rounds other than this. So it's 11 rounds. This is round 7 currently. Round 7. And let's take a look at the opening. It's blitz, so I'll only focus on 1, maybe max 2 games. So we get to see this knight e2 line, Keres, which just transposes to an open Sicilian. And now it's this line of the classical. Adib playing black. Actually, yeah, this line of the classical, Amr actually plays this as black. Okay, so takes twice and now castles. Yeah, this line isn't so great for white, but it has value in blitz because you have the open f file over here. So danger is looming. Alright, so what do we get? Sorry. Knight f3, huh? Alright. Knight f3. Yeah, he wants to take on e5, clearly. Okay. I guess for lack of better options, like, what else do you do in this position? Queen f3 and lose the queen? Okay, he gives him queen f3. A bit surprised by this decision. How is he meeting the threat on f7 now? Whoa. Yuck. Okay. Yeah, in principle, we should not believe in this. And concretely, there has to be something, right? Maybe like even e5 is an idea. e5 is not stupid at all, right? Because, oh no, that doesn't work. I was thinking e5. Yeah, no. e5, bishop takes b5, then e takes f6, intending to meet bishop takes f1 with e6. He does play e5. Okay, either, yeah, when you follow my moves, it's either a bad sign or a good sign. Yeah, what a tautology over there. No, when you follow my moves, it's usually a bad sign. Yeah. Alright, so let's see here. Bishop takes b5. Bishop. So yeah, my line isn't working because he escapes on d7. E takes f6, bishop takes b, bishop, knight takes. Yeah, knight takes. Queen takes b7, knight c7 check. Yeah, this looks horrendous, to be honest. He can't capture either way, I think. Yeah, this should be lost, right? I believe so. That is my my conviction over here. Should be losing for. Okay, so what does that make of the standings? Amr would be on 5.5, still half a point behind Adib. Yeah, so Adib can afford to lose a game. 6 out of 6 is insane. Okay, now he sacks the piece. What's the reasoning though? After queen takes b5, he's just banking on f7 check. Okay. Not really sure about that. He's banking on e takes, f takes e7. Sorry. Yeah. No, I'm not seeing anything more direct than that. Okay. So knight goes back. Oh, long castles. Ooh. Yeah, this should be dead lost for black. You're so underdeveloped. White already has the queen and rook so powerfully placed. And this knight is going to wreak havoc on the light squares. Yeah, b4 now, intending b5, which would trap the queen. b5 would trap the queen. So he has to go something like queen c4. He just gets his queen trapped instead. Oops. Yeah, that's all she wrote. Okay, let's see if we can catch another game. What's a really strong game? According to the standings, who do we have? Akram. Who's Akram playing? Ahmad. Oh, that's an important game. Akram against Ahmad. Hello, Ideal Philosopher. Love the username, man. Ideal Philosopher. So, are you a Platonist? Okay, 4 pawns against 6. Usually, that's not a good sign for the side with 4. Yeah, and the time, yeah. Okay, Ahmad will probably win this, almost assuredly, actually. So that would get Ahmad to 6 out of 7. Okay, so Ahmad would be tied with Adib over here. 6 out of 7. Trying for some mate threats with like queen b5, but Akram loses on time. That's clever. Oh, I thought that no, queen b5 you play queen b6. Maybe no reason to go for the endgame, but that was cute. What? Oh, check. Oh, sorry. I got startled there. I thought he allowed mate. Okay, check picking up the rook. Yeah. Alright, another game. So yeah, we missed the first rounds. I'm going to cover them, I think. Just like, at least very briefly. I don't want to skip over them completely. Antoine lost? Oof, that's huge, man. Whoa, Antoine. Guys, Antoine is rated... He's rated 2600 on Lead Chess. Blitz. So him dropping so many points in Blitz is... And he plays 3+2. It's not like he's a dirty flagger who plays 3+0 like me. Yeah. Okay. Abdullah against Muhammad, that's rather important. Abdullah won. Okay. Huh? I think he played rook takes g5 and Muhammad resigned. Probably some DGT error with rook f5. Okay, so while we wait for round 8. Okay, while we wait for round 8, let's take a look at round 1. Joe against Antoine. Lots of chess to go through. I'll try to go through them quickly. So Sicilian a3. This Merangini, right? Or Menargini. I forgot. Menargini. I think it's Menargini. Yeah. So this kind of thing with... Yes, this is... Actually, g6 is one of the strongest ways to meet this gambit. It's something I've come to play as well. Yeah, this is one of the best lines. b6 is a line. I'm not very familiar with it. Okay, just a double fianchetto basically. White is going to fianchetto as well, the dark squared bishop. Or not. Doesn't seem that he wants to. Yeah. Yeah, all of these trades. Of course, this should favor black. Just seems very... Yeah, he picks up a tempo and already resigns. It's going to come very soon. He just resigns here. Whoa. Yeah, he's losing a pawn and everything. I guess he lost on time. Yeah, that was a tough game. Joe also, he's gotten to like 2500 in Blitz. Always doing well in the Liga, but yeah, he's not finding his rhythm today, it seems. Oh, he has 1 point. That's rather unbelievable, to be honest. It's a testament to the field. He lost to Wahid? What? Wait, no, round 7. How did he lose round 8 to Wahid? Round 8 still hasn't been played. Round 7. Joe against Samir. He won. Okay. Let's take a look at this round 7 game. What's up, Jokesing? Thank you. I guess that's a compliment. Man, you don't see what's going on over there. I have a ponytail currently. I'm not sure it'll show here. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at this game. Another Al-Yeikhan. They're playing the same variation they played in the Blitz, in the Rapid. Okay, this time Joe fixes it, doesn't allow this bishop e4 because he has c6 here. In that position, why did he not have c6? I guess he already played c5. Same. Yeah. Yeah, but yours grows so much faster than mine. And I'm setting you up for a joke there, Jokesing one. Okay, so... Yeah, white has the 2 minor pieces, but black's rooks are very active. Like, this rook is never developing, so... I can see why white would be losing this game. He tried. Oh yeah, no, he shouldn't be losing this, to be honest. No, now he definitely shouldn't be losing this. He allowed queen f3? Oof. Oh, he allowed this mating idea. This is, if you guys watched my video on the Rapid between Joe and Samir, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Samir was winning at some point. He played a brilliant game in the exchange Caro-Kann, but then he allowed some mating sequence by Joe, and this is a repeat, I guess. White was never worse, I guess. Not sure though. Taking a look at this quickly. This is a cute tactic, I have to say. Yeah, white should not be any worse here. He has 2 minor pieces and a pawn. I get the activity, but I mean, here maybe knight e3. I guess he doesn't want to allow queen e1, but it happened anyway. At the cost of a pawn though. Yeah, tough to say. Okay, let's try to finish looking at round 1. If round 8 hasn't started yet, yeah, it will take a while. They rest a bit. Yeah, exactly, Jokesing. So Ahmed against Mahdi. Mahdi won. That's the only game Ahmed lost. Against Mahdi, wow, okay. Yeah, so the London again. again. Ahmed always liking to play this London with this kind of d5 stuff. We saw this against Amr in the Rapid. f5, very dangerous. f4, yeah, Mahdi just going haywire on the king side. Takes, g3. Rook f8 back, yeah, maybe no reason to go f7 and allow some knight g5 later on. King g2, yeah, he probably should have invested this tempo to get out of the pin, like queen c2 or something, or bishop e2. Okay. He goes for this king g2 rook h1 idea, which is very smart actually. Now gets out of the pin. I don't see why white... Okay, now I see why white would be worse. Yeah, trading off this bishop is... I don't know. Maybe f3 was better, no? f3 is at least interesting. It does create many weaknesses, but what happened in the game, this is very weakening as well. The f-file is going to be a huge problem, and it did become a huge problem. Yeah, this is just... You can't be in this eternal pin. No, no, no. Oh, he even blundered this. Okay. Yeah, he cracked under the pressure. He had 4 seconds, okay. Yeah, but it's due to being in this eternal pin. You can't do that. Muhammad against Adib. For those of you who don't know, Muhammad was actually Adib's coach So he helped him get to the status he's at. Okay, so another Richter Rouser with G6. This has been played by Dubov very recently in the Magnus Invitational. This I'm not sure. This is a potential idea. It's available in many systems, but I'm not sure it's so good in this position. Yeah, this is just a pawn, to be honest. Oh, and now he drops a piece. Gets it back, but at the cost of this big passed pawn. Yeah. And we'll run through this very quickly. I'm even thinking of not even taking a look at the conversion so that this video doesn't take too long. Anyway, we're waiting for round 8, so it doesn't really matter. So Abdelaziz against Amr. Another one of these C4s English by Abdelaziz. Amr going for this kind of aggressive stuff, h5, h4. That's blocked by Abdelaziz playing h4 himself. I've missed OTB so much, man. I was taking a look at the pictures. It's really sad, man. It's really sad. Even with the masks, like, the masks give you like this sci-fi feel, this apocalyptic feel. But yeah, even then, it's very nice. Okay, somehow he didn't lose a piece. These bishops are just monster bishops, though. Yeah. This endgame is just losing. Okay, we'll take a look quickly at the conversion. Didn't take long actually. Whoa, what happened here? He dropped a piece. Okay. Time pressure, yeah, he had 5 seconds. Okay. Yeah, okay. Abdullah against Wahid. Wow. 23 moves. Okay, Abdullah going the England, come on, man. He plays this e4 stuff against the England. Yeah, I'm a takes twice kind of guy. Okay, just a regular endgame position. I guess that's what he wanted, but not to go into some murky business in the England, up a pawn, but too much activity for black. He just goes into a better endgame. Yeah, gets the bishop pair. How did he convert this? So, whoa. He really made this blunder? Whoa. Wow. Okay. So he played queen d6. Maybe it's a transmission error, I don't know. Or he just missed the knight for some reason. Playing with masks is hard. You have to bear that in mind when you look at these games, guys. Akram against Samer. King's Indian. This G4 line. Yeah, this isn't... you really need to know what you're doing here, because you close the king side permanently as white. And I guess since... yeah, this doesn't seem... oh, king d2, yeah. This is too... not even enterprising. This is too questionable for white. All of this stuff he's doing. I guess now it's fine with the queen side locked. Yeah, now I guess only white can be better, to be honest. Gives up that pawn, but some activity. Now it's heading in the wrong direction. Yeah. Now it's losing probably. Yeah, this endgame is just losing. Wait, no, not... I mean, the reason it's losing is this pawn, but maybe not so easily losing. Actually, now white is winning. Yeah, white is winning here. Rook takes d7. Yeah, actually with the white king getting so far, it's not even losing probably. The white king got to... yeah, this probably isn't losing anymore. Black is even... yeah, probably white is even better. But definitely here black is much better. Yeah, here black should be close to winning. Maybe not quite, but you know. Okay, round 8, is it... oh, round 8 started? Man, they start so quickly. Okay, Antoine against Adib. Still a big game. Who else do we have? Who's Ahmed playing? Amr is playing Mahdi. Ahmed is playing Samir. Okay. So we finished looking at round 1, guys, right? So let's take a look at round 8. The sprints variation kind of stuff. Yeah, white Maroxy-esque, as we learned today in our linguistics lesson. Check out the Rapid tournament coverage today. Ahmad Hariri Rapid. Okay. Yeah, black shouldn't be any worse. He has a lot of control over d5. Probably still slightly better for white, but not significant edge. White's center is collapsing. To be honest, it's difficult to assess. Maybe even... I don't want to say black is better, but... starting to trend that way at least. Yeah, it's starting to trend in black's favor actually. Alright. Rook A, C1. Antoine has Amr's number, by the way. Amr lost... yeah, the only game he lost, Amr, was against Antoine. Amr is currently on 5.5 out of 7. Yeah, these are the updated standings after round 7. Joe climbing a bit back up. How does it still only show 1? It's 2. They didn't update it here. Joe has 2 points now. Yeah, it's here. 2 points. Wahid only on half a point. He actually drew a cease, which is a crazy result. Yeah, this is trending in black's favor. Rook A, C1, Queen B8. Okay, both of them in big time pressure though. Well, Antoine isn't in such big time pressure, but now he has to make a big decision. Why aren't you in the tournament? I think the reason is obvious. I'm afraid of Corona, man. Well, it's like 70-80% of the reason. The other 20% is the lack of will. Like 80% is SARS-CoV-2 related. Either not wanting to risk getting it, and part of it as well not seeing the use and but not feeling any excitement over wearing masks and playing, and you know, the anxiety. Just no. Yeah, we have to play E takes D. What's up, Pat Zeruk, by the way? Welcome back, man. Good time to be back. We're in round 8. And look at the standings. Do these standings surprise you, Pat Zeruk? Yeah, the other 20% is, you know, having to take a weekend off my projects and stuff like that. Yeah, so as I told you guys, it's trending in black's favor. Black has a lot of activity. White is getting a passed pawn out of this. But look at black's bishops. Again, we have these bishops. But white's bishops aren't so bad either. They can escort the pawn to a7 at least. Yeah, I think black is better, yeah. Well, maybe white has enough to draw this, or potentially even have some sub-spice to win. Is this blitz? Yeah. Yeah, it is blitz. A is suddenly dangerous, I agree. The A pawn is a looming threat now. Oh, yeah, now bishop a6, bishop d3, bishop e4 might just be winning. Why is he wasting time with the king? Isn't bishop a6, bishop d3, bishop e4 simply winning? Am I missing something? I must be missing something. Why is he wasting time? King f2, g3. It's a bit strange. Yeah, this a pawn got rolling in a hurry. I don't think white was any better with that a pawn. But yeah, I told you guys, he had the spice to win. Yeah, Padzuruk, I'm kind of surprised he went this g3, king f2. I guess he won on time because we're not getting updates from the DGT board. Or was there an illegal move or something? Actually, story time. Abdullah actually told me he made an illegal move in that game against Muhammad, if you guys remember, against Muhammad Habash in the Rapid, Ahmed Hariri. Okay, Joe lost against Wahid. Whoa! How did he lose? This is winning for white. I guess there's something wrong with the transmission. Doctor, I have a question. What vaccine you think? I'm not a doctor, by the way, not yet at least. But sure, you can call me doctor because that's my username. I have a question. What vaccine you think? Just being forthright. What vaccine you think is better against corona and more healthy? Well, I don't think any of them are unhealthy. But I think the safest bet is with the mRNA vaccines. Even though everyone talks about how it's new technology and whatnot, but it's not as new as you think. It's been available for years. Yeah, so white got a good position here from the opening. So this is reminiscent of the Aljechin. This kind of Scandinavian. What's up, Dr. 1000 IQ? When is the next round? Is it anytime soon? You think? Oh, Padzeruk, you think he lost on time? That would be unbelievable. What? Joe is losing far too many games on time. He lost 2 in rapid. That's rather insane, to be honest. He's 2600 bullet. I have to remind you guys. What's up, Elie, man? Nice to see you. Long time no see. I'd miss you a lot. Yeah, whoa. It seems black lost on time though from DGT. Is it possible white lost on time? Oh, I can't believe it. Let's check the results on chess results. Still hasn't been updated. What other games did we not take a look at? Ahmed against Samir. What is this? The repeat of... There's something wrong with DGT. This is the repeat of... this is the game Joe against Samir. Samir against Joe. Okay, something going wrong with the DGT. Maybe I should refresh. Let me refresh. Hello, Swedish guy. Yeah, he does live on seconds, that's true. Joe likes to go into time pressure because he's confident in his bullet skills. Now it's been updated. but still the wrong game. The result says Samer won against Ahmad, which is huge. Whoa, Samer won against Ahmad. The result is correct, but the game is not. Wow, that shakes up the standings. And Amr lost as well. Amr lost, guys. He lost to Mahdi. Whoa. So Adib's still leading. Actually leading by a point now, because he won against Antoine. What? Okay, there's something seriously wrong here. How did Adib win? We just... Black won. What? He won on time? What's going on? Dr. 1000 IQ, you have to explain to me what's going on, man. He won this position. What, you just go Bishop A6, Bishop D3, Bishop E4, white wins. I guess there's a 5. Maybe not so easily winning. But losing on time, you can't lose this position at least. The Rapid hasn't finished yet. Tomorrow the tournament, the Rapid tournament ends. 4 rounds in, we have the results actually. Yeah, we have them. Chess results. Not image, bro. I want to open the website. Home. LBN, the Lebanese Chess Federation. Okay, this is it. Ranking after round 4. These are the results. Yeah, I'm round 4 out of 4. Okay. So Pat Zaruk is saying Bishop A6. If he plays F5, we go Bishop E2, F4, Bishop F3. I agree. Yeah, we should have the time to do that. Black has nothing to stop it. This passed pawn is far too fast. Yeah, that's rather tragic for Antoine here. Really, this might be the tournament. Adib might win the tournament due to this time win. Okay, Mahdi beating Amr. That's very impressive by Mahdi. Mahdi on fire. Oh, we're back to this game. Okay, Joe against Wahid is correct now. It's 1-0. Yeah, like Joe losing that position on time. Come on. That's not happening. What's up, Andrew? Titled Arena started, yeah? 9:20, yeah, it did. Okay, so... Again, we're seeing this. Are you telling me they played... they played the same line as Abdelaziz did against Amr. But Mahdi played it better, it seems. Yeah. Seems so. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but that's too much material. Yeah. Yeah, he sacrificed a lot of material. He's down a rook and a knight for that passed pawn. Even if he gets a queen, that's probably not not enough. Wow, and now he stands to lose even more material. And white gets a queen of his own. Picks up the only remaining hope for black, and that's it. Even picks up the rook by trapping it. Do you see that? F3 here. What a sad rook. Whoa. Yeah, that's rather disgusting. Yeah, and this check is nothing. It's just king F1 and nothing. Alright. Joe, we took a look at this. Antoine, we took a look. Ahmad against Samer. Whoa. It still shows the wrong game though. Yeah, this is not Ahmad against Samer. Akram beating Muhammad. Alright. Beilouf losing against Abdelaziz. Ouch. That's a repeat from the Rapid. English is so annoying, I agree. Like if you saw the first game, Rapid Abdelaziz against Beilouf, it's just disgusting. Ah, we got the switch. Okay, let's see which line. Let me show you guys the full Svech treatment. So yeah, this is the Svechnikov. Mainline stuff, nothing new, nothing new. You saw this in the Rapid. Ah, Bishop E2. Yeah, this is a not so good sideline. Okay. White shouldn't be any worse though, not yet at least. Black has everything though. He got f5, he got the bishop hitting the knight on e3. So at least theoretically, ooh, gets in d5. Now you're lost as white. You can't allow black to get in d5. Yeah, that's that. Oh! He came in with the rook there, and he came in with the rook there. Ouch. Yeah, that's all she wrote actually. Alright, so yeah, just you can't allow this on d5. There are far better tries in the Svechnikov. Like this bishop e2 stuff, it's a rather questionable sideline. You could play it, I mean, but you're already not making full use of your advantage. Yeah, here just knight e3, I guess. That's the main line, right? Alright, Abdelaziz against Khalouf. Oh, these games are going on, and whoa, these games are okay. So Adib playing the Reti. Sorry. Adib playing the Reti. Seeing a lot of these English Reti complexes. Double fianchetto. Okay, knight d5 is just a liquidating attempt, to be honest. Bishop takes b5 in the Svechnikov. That's what you play as white. Yeah, that's a reasonable line. It's a very reasonable line, especially in Blitz and Rapid. So it's a very, very reasonable line. Bishop c3, always tricky, aiming at bishop a5. Bishop takes b5 is a sacrificial line of the Svechnikov. It offers white good chances. It's very difficult for black to play. But once black knows the theory, it's actually not that difficult. Okay, I'm not liking this for white because this pawn will be a big thorn. Even, yeah, that's a good strategic decision. Very good, actually. Seeing that this knight will plonk itself on d4, even though you think you have a strong bishop, but it's really biting on nothingness. So knight d4 is very strong, and that would force e3, and e3 is not a very desirable move anyway, and then knight f5 would come hitting g3, so he avoids that, goes here, and gets, now the d6 pawn is weak. Yeah, I can appreciate the direction he's going in. Probably will peter out to a draw. Probably black at some point can trade this e4 pawn for the d6 pawn, but that's easier said than done. This time though, is this for real? Okay, he played e4, rook e8, and now it's white's move, and somehow black's clock is running. Again, DGT errors. Giving the piece, that's a thing. Yes, it is. I'll show you on Lee Chess. I'm actually during the break. Actually, yeah, I need to like consciously take a look at the time, because these games are starting and I'm not knowing it. So what's going on here? Why is this game frozen? Let me refresh. It helped before. Abdullah against Antoine. Okay, he seems to not be playing the Schminglish, the Benoni. Nope, still stuck on Rook E8. Okay, we'll leave this game. Let's take a look at what's in the standings now. Yeah, it's this. These are Najjar or Amr. Najjar against Wahid. Okay, Wahid is losing. Okay, Amr against Joe. That might be an important game. Amr against Joe. He's winning. Okay, he won. Not he's winning. Okay. What do we have? A live game. Samir against Muhammad. What's going on? Yeah, Samir seems to be better. Pawn and bishop pair. Okay, Akram against Abdelaziz. That could be very important as well, right? Akram in 5th place. Abdelaziz won. Okay. Abdullah against Antoine. Yeah, this is very complicated. Ah, no, he's losing a piece. Antoine won. Okay. So what's left? Samir against Muhammad. Updates on the Adib game. They drew. Yeah, not wrong. Mahdi is in a good standing as well, right? 4th place. Can't be faulted for that. Amr catching up a bit. He beat Adib, so he has the tie breaks. So looking like an exciting last 2 rounds. Let's take a look at Samir Muhammad since it's the live game. Yeah, this is completely winning. Actually, I'd rather watch a previous game than watch this because, yeah, I mean, it's just simple conversion. Actually, let me show you the Svechnikov line. Oh. Yeah. Leeches. I'm not logged in, so let me put the background as dark mode. Titled arena is going on. Let's take a look 1 second. Who's winning? What's happening? Do we have Magnus playing today? He's playing. Okay, but don't leave the stream, guys. The tournament will be over in like half an hour, so you can watch the last hour of Magnus playing this tournament. Why is this default now? Okay, so let me show you this line. Okay, I'm using my move order. Let me use the normal move order of the Svechnikov. My move order is from the... Oops! Not knight xd4. My move order is from the 4 knights. 4 knights e6 Sicilian. So... Nobody cares about Magnus. Yeah, tell that to the commentary team. On Chess 24. Howell and... no, that I'm joking. Actually, I just saw that as a comment and I laughed. And I don't really agree with that opinion. Magnus is the world champion and he deserves some spotlight. But yeah, of course you can't like not show the others at all and just not get completely sucked up into the Magnus effect. Okay, but that's a different topic for another day. I need to shut up. So yeah, and now bishop takes, and there's the rook a4 and the rook a5 thing. If we take a look at the database, I'm not sure which is played more. Wait, am I showing the wrong line? There's rook a4 and rook a5. Am I showing the wrong line? I'm showing the wrong line. I forgot to insert something. Wait a second. b5, knight d5, bishop b7, takes. Man, I'm forgetting something because I faced this as black. I don't know what white does. Okay, this is embarrassing. Hold on. b5, knight d5, bishop e7. Yeah. Or doesn't he take immediately? I know there's this line. Right? Or am I also not remembering this correctly? What's the move? e5 takes knight d5. What? What's e5 takes knight d5? Man, I can't believe I'm forgetting. Oh, c3 is played. C3 is played. Right? No, you don't castle in that line. I can't believe it. It's from the f5 line. It's from the f5 line. Yeah. Yeah, it's from this line. Yeah. Sorry. There's also this line as well, right? In this variation as well. This is it. Yeah, this one as well. Yeah. Here you have these two sacrifices, not from the normal mainland. Yeah, I just react like a machine against them as black. But I don't know how white plays them because I don't play it as well. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so here you play rook a4, most common move, and there's also this rook a5 stuff. That's a bit rare. Also against knight takes, here bishop takes. There's this line with bishop d7. E takes, you go bishop g7. He gets in like the queen puts pressure on the knight. How does that happen? Okay, let's go with c3. You castle. What? How does the queen add pressure to the knight? See, I keep forgetting these knights. Queen swings from g4. Yeah, it swings from g4. And goes to c4 without c3. So here queen g4, you castle, queen c4. I've seen this. Yeah, I'm confusing myself. Okay, let's go back to the tournament. Round 10. They're going at it. Joe against Adib, pretty important. Doesn't it solve everything? Knight e7. No, there's... I need to take a look at one of my games for me to remember what white is doing, because honestly, I have no clue what white does. I just react. But if you tell me, like, try to remember what white plays, I just freeze. Or at least I'm freezing now. Because, yeah, I don't want to seem like a fool, which I did. Yes, Badziruk, that is the case. Okay, let me try to... I can just do it brute force. Search Fishy, search for my Blitz games. Does this have a specific name? I could do it from opening3.com. Actually, yeah, forget it. Well, let's just focus. I'm not here to take a look at this line. Let's just focus on this game. Then we, in the break, I'll find it from opening3.com. Right. Okay, this position. I hate not knowing things, you know, so I want to take a look at it. Okay, so, and that's just not just in chess. E4, C5, knight f3. Okay, so just Kalashnikov, not the Svechnikov. Man, Adib is like, he plays everything under the sun. He plays the Svechnikov, he plays the Kalashnikov, and all of these are theoretical lines that require a lot of knowledge, but somehow he makes it work. I don't know, this guy is a chess machine. Okay. Yeah, so usually you want to plonk a piece on d5, but in this case actually taking with the pawn isn't so bad. You're getting some activity for it. Seeing f5, b4, standard counterplay by white on the queen side. I would figure black is already better. Black got everything he could hope for in this position, so I don't see why not. White does have some strong passed pawns though. Rook d4 is always a question one must ask, but I guess queen a7. Sorry, it did happen. Queen a2 I meant, not queen a7. That's a mirror image. Queen a2, king h8, and now bishop f3. More solid than bishop c4, which would drop c5 actually. So what do you play as white, Andrew? You play e4 and like just normal stuff with e4? You stopped playing the London, wow. I'm a man now. Yeah, I need to learn some e4 honestly. The way I'm remembering the Svech stuff as white. Okay, actually now, you know, white can get c6. This is looking dangerous for black. And look at the time. Look at the time, guys. Joe has 2 minutes. Joe just going haywire. Okay, he's taking the decision whether to play rook takes c6, gain a tempo on the queen or not. I don't think there's a reason. Like, d takes c6 frees up so many squares and gets you an even more passed pawn, if that's a thing. So I'm not sure. Open Sicilian, wow, you went deep into theory. You were like, I'm a London player, I don't like theory, just want to get a game. And then boom, you go into the Open Sicilian. Crazy. Yeah, Joe wants to take and do this stuff and get the rook here. Rook to e7. I'm not entirely convinced. D takes is so much more natural, but to each his own. Yeah, white could lose this actually if we see g4, which we just saw. Ah, but there's this tactic. Yeah, and rook check. Yes. Yeah, so if rook takes here, there's rook check. Rook takes d7, there's rook e8 check, forcing the loss of the queen. And this loses. Yeah, this just loses. Now queen takes g4 is the simplest way to win. He doesn't even do that, okay. Yeah, okay, this is lost. That's big for the standings now. So Adib's tournament now rocky. I told you guys, okay. Ahmed against Amr, whoa, this is the huge one. This is the huge one. A draw is good for Ahmad. He'd be tied with Adib. But he lost to Adib, right? Or if they haven't played, that would be no. Not even remembering. I'm just going to shut up. No, they play in the final round. Oh my god! Wow. Amr wins. Whoa. They play in the final round. Oof. Whoa. Now, okay, you have Amr on 7.5, Adib on 7.5, and Ahmad against on 7. And Ahmad plays Adib in the final round. What an exciting finale. Yeah, we definitely were afraid of G4 there. Okay, let me go to opening3.com. You can see my incognito browser. Yeah, I don't have a problem showing my bookmarks, to be honest, but better not leak too much info. So select the source, leeches. Okay, yeah. I'm not really going to fix this. Games where white is Fishy is playing black. Continue. Analyze games. Can't you do it by board editor? E4, C5, knight F3, E6, D4. Yeah, I use this move order, knight F6, knight C3, knight C6, knight DB5. D6. Bishop F4, E5. I guess the game is still being populated. A6. No. Yeah. Bishop takes F6 actually. G takes. Knight A3, B5, knight D5. Wahid got his first win. Whoa, we didn't see that. What's up, Ali? By the way. Ooh, Muhammad lost. Wait, no, it shows Muhammad won. Ah, no, that's a DGT error again. He had 3 minutes. Are you kidding me? No, again a DGT error with the time. Okay. So the Scandi, this stuff. Yeah, just a normal position from this variation. Honestly, as black, you should get disgusted with all these positions you get. Oh, he just lost a pawn. Yeah, with a terrible structure to boot. This kind of pawn structure is full of weaknesses. Yeah, this is a classic way to lose against this opening as white. You do this stuff, you lose against this opening. You lose? What's laws, man? It's actually... Arabic speakers will know what laws is. Ah, yeah, it's an English word pronounced weirdly as well. Laws. Okay, F5. So is this still being populated, this list? Yeah, and bishop takes B5. No moves found played by Fishy Vishy. Why, bro? It's still... Ah, it needs time to load them. Sag. It needs a lot of time to load them. Is the stream lagging, guys, due to me opening up the site? It doesn't seem like that's the case. I didn't want to... I want to take a look at knight takes. Right? Yeah, knight takes. 8 takes, bishop takes, bishop d7, because I had a recent game in this 9. Yeah, that I can confirm, Andrew, that's the case. Okay, thank you guys for confirming. Yali and Pad Zaruk. Abdulaziz drew against Samir, okay. How is Akram against Abdullah still live? I guess they just drew. By the way, another funny story. Abdullah was the coach of Akram. Habash was the coach of Adib, I told you guys, and Abdullah was the coach of Akram. Yeah, I know. I just want to see this 9. Knight takes and bishop takes. Bishop d7. There's something with like e5, e4 and rook e5. But I can't remember what white plays and it's annoying me. Knight e7. You're saying... Actually, what happens in this line, you even get knight e5 at some point. That's what I want to see, but it's so annoying. I forgot what white plays. And by the time... Okay, I don't want to miss this very... Oh, I missed it. We're missing this, guys. Wait, no. No, I'm not missing it, right? Yeah, let's look at the standings, because look at the standings. See? And Adib is playing Ahmad in the final round. Who's Amr playing? Sorry. Not the cross table pairings results. He meant long term, not knight e7 here. Knight e7 here, yes. Knight f6 is checkmate. He meant long term, of course. Not knight e7 immediately. Amr is playing... Ooh, wait, what? But that already happened. Okay. Didn't that already happen? Is this Groundhog Day or something? What? He's playing Habash. Yeah, how does it show here that he's playing? He's looking fuzzled. Okay, whatever. He's playing Habash, yeah. Still nothing. Still loading, man. They're at like 700 games. I can show you guys a bit. Loading 700 games. I've played like it needs to load like 20,000 or something. Lol. Is it good over here? Amr is playing against Muhammad. We're going to take a look at Adib against Ahmad, of course. Habash is noted as 1 against Wahid even on chess results. Maybe it's upside down. Yeah, I've always had qualms about DGT. Man, with all this DGT stuff, it looks like I'm advertising them. Actually, I remembered something when we were on the... when I was streaming on Lichess, I put lichess.org on the title because I never streamed from another chess site. But I shouldn't have, because I'm not on Lichess actually, I'm just watching DGT. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like I'm advertising them with all of this DGT stuff when it's here. Let's take a look at the random game from round 2 while we wait. Which one? I wanted to cover all of it, but I'm dissuaded now from doing that. I've been dissuaded from doing that. Adib against Abdelaziz, that's a good one, right? Wow, 1 in 25 moves. Yeah, let's see how. Some of the Reti action. Okay. Normal stuff up until now. Black is preparing b5. Normal in the sense that it's nothing really crazy and needs explanation, just normal developing moves. Now knight e6 is starting to be a step in the wrong direction. Again, Adib going for this knight d5, which is again rather liquidating, but it's not really a draw offer. It's a it's an offer to go into better position as white, because takes, you take with the bishop actually probably, and yeah, takes. So imagine all of these pieces traded. You have a queen on d4. This bishop would be fighting against this bishop, which would be rather good for the white side. This is what happened. Okay, this is what happened. Yeah, this is rather good for white, as I just told you. All of these liquidations are questionable. Knight d5 is very good. Yeah, it is. It's at least a draw, and almost an impossible draw for. Ooh, he missed queen takes g6 check. Yeah, but he had rook takes h5 as well. I guess he maybe could have tried. That might still be losing as well, huh? Right. King here. Rook takes h5. G takes h5. Queen h6 check. King g8. Queen g6. King h8. Bishop takes f7. Wins. Maybe not. Maybe not. Queen h6. How do you prevent queen h6? Not seeing a way to do that. It's the only way to proceed. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Not really. Something similar happened. All of what I'm saying, he just plays in, which is, as I said, not usually a good sign. But here it was. Yeah, I guess there's no. Yeah, I wouldn't say like knight d5 is the only way to proceed, but yeah, I could see why. Hey, I'm not the d4 expert here, so I'll take your word for it. Well, this isn't 1d4 100%, but very similar. Probably transposes some kind of 1d4 stuff. Okay, did we start? I don't want to miss the round, as I always do. Still some break. Did we get this, or it's still not? No. It's still on 1,000 moves. Yeah, it takes a long while. Honestly, it would have been easier for me to download. No, but downloading from Lichess also takes like an hour or two, because they don't like, well, for obvious reasons, you don't want to put a lot of stress on the server. Random game from round 3. Ooh, Ahmed against Antoine. That's a battle of the gargantuans. Let's take a look. Pat Zaruk, did you watch the coverage today? Guess it should have finished by now. The finals of the Magnus Invitational. Giri against Nepo. So some kind of Coley system over here, and he just takes the pawn. I play this as black actually. A5. Yeah, I play this Yeah, like a kind of reverse naughty boom. Yeah, it's I play it differently though. This isn't so good though for white. For black. Yeah, it's just a pawn now. It's just a clear pawn actually. Gets in this, but this is ineffectual. There's a lot. Ooh, allowing this. Yeah, the black's king side is in shambles, and he's down a pawn to boot. Wow, the good knight versus bad bishop. This is one of the most brutal good knight versus bad bishop situations. And the pawns are rolling on the queen side. Yeah, this was lost from the opening. If you put this on a graph on Lichess, it's just white all the way. The Coley dude? You mean John? The kid, right? Yeah, so actually, what can I recommend? There is, like, from what I remember, you can't play both the knights and then allow taking. You can play knight f6 with this and allow d takes c5, but not both the knights. Then it's difficult to recover the pawn. At least from what I remember. Which isn't saying much because I haven't faced this in a long while either. We're off. Where is Adib against Ahmad? And we'll be briefly taking a look at Amr against Muhammad. A repeat of their rapid game today. And yeah. I won't be taking a look at the other games live. I'll take a look at them after the round finishes, but these are very important for the tournament standings. They decide the tournament. So honestly, Amr heavily outrates his opponent, and they're playing a line where Muhammad played very badly in the rapid portion of the event. So, and Adib against Ahmad, it could go either way, but I think tiebreaks wise, Amr is doing better than Ahmad. Oh, Ahmad can't even catch up if Amr wins. Only Adib can, and direct encounter goes to Amr. So yeah, looking very good for Amr statistically at least, but you never know. Muhammad always has a thing for Amr as well, so between these two I always have like a 30% chance. Maybe that's too high. Ratings wise, I think the percent chance of Muhammad winning is like 1% ratings wise, I think, because he's 1800 and Amr is 2300. But yeah, I would honestly give him like 10%, which is a lot higher than what his rating would say. Yeah, anyway, why is this not terrible for white? I guess it is. So Reti, normal. This is Blitz. I'm just going through the openings quickly. Knight g5. Yeah, when you get this kind of pawn structure where white has to play e3, you start going for the queen side, but in this position, like, what's your bishop doing on b2? I don't know. And going on the queen side will take a long while black already has this queen on h5. Knight can come to g4, bishop on c8, very aggressive, so yeah, this is terrible. Okay, he plays f3 to not allow this kind of structure with e3, which would make a gaping hole on f3, allowing bishop g4 as well. So he plays f3, but now comes h6, and yeah. Oh, Ahmad lost on time. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Yeah, of course he didn't flag in this position. This is another DGT error, which is sad because this is a very important game. Okay, let's go to Amr against Muhammad. I'm not going to stay on the game, just trying to see what happened. We can know anyway afterward. This kind of situation reminds you a bit of what happened between Amr against Abdelaziz, yeah, and the Ahmed Hariri Rapid. Knight f2 is coming, a little worrying. Yeah, actually Adib kind of fixed the worst of that. Imagine bishop takes g7 falling for knight takes d2 check. That would be rather funny. Okay, he goes here. Wait, what am I doing? White is up a piece. Okay, Amr probably won this tournament now. Knight f3, losing the piece? He missed his rook on h8, was hanging. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'm threatening liquidation. So if rook takes c2, queen takes e7 check, queen takes e7, rook takes e7, king takes e7, king takes c2, and you're up a piece. Yeah, actually, to be honest, I shouldn't take a look at this game anymore. It's just easily winning. Some counterplay, but yeah, he just resigns or loses on time, I don't know. Adib against Ahmad. Now we got updates. So, wait, this isn't Adib against Ahmad. This is Adib against Ahmad. So knight h3 takes, and now it's white who's thinking. Yeah, DGT error. So actually, Adib needs to win. If Adib doesn't win, Amr just wins the tournament outright. If Adib wins, Amr wins on tiebreak. Najjar even has some g5. Yes, that's a very interesting option, because h takes g5 would lose the bishop due to queen takes g3, queen takes h3. So g5, h takes g5, queen takes h3, and otherwise g5, g takes h4 is looming, and even g5, g4 is an interesting idea. So yeah, not something to take lightly. Okay, I'm going to switch out of this. Akram against Antoine is a big game, not for the standings. Actually, yeah, who's fighting for fourth? No, Akram isn't fighting for fourth. Akram won against Antoine. Wow, yeah, Antoine. Wow, not his day. Oh, the Benoni. Okay, he fixed it from the first round. You guys remember where Akram got attacked? Allowing doubling of the pawns here. But you know, this always seems much worse than it is, but it's a very solid structure for white, and it blocks the e5 square, most important. Okay, he got in this, but now knight c6 is coming. Yeah. Actually here, why can't he play rook takes b2? Is rook takes b2 really stupid? Is there rook a4 maybe? I guess so. Seems to be the case. Yeah. Okay, this still isn't completely winning for white. Now it's starting to become questionable, because this pawn on c6 is very hard to get. Rook c6, rook b7, yeah. GG. Rook f7 is a very weird move as well. He didn't have any time though. Yeah, Antoine not playing well at all. Actually, I would have expected him to win the entire event, the Blitz at least. He finished in 9th place. What? How did Ahmed win? What? He was on 7.5. Oh, he never drew? Ah, it was an error in the standings. He never drew. So now he's on 9 out of 11. Oh, okay. Alright, goodbye, Pat Zeruk. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream soon anyway. The tournament is over. Okay, so tournament is over. Najjar won against the field. Congratulations to Najjar. Wow, 9 out of 11. Oh. Yeah, I should have known. He didn't draw. Yeah, let's take a look at what happened, Adib against Najjar. Oh, there was no transmission anymore. Oh, that sucks. We won't know. But yeah, it looks like in Black's favor. As I told you, this is... But Adib kind of recovered a bit. But yeah, G5 and stuff is coming. It's not enough. Alright. Yeah, so, but a really terrible tournament for Assis. He lost 75 rating points. Oh, that he almost dropped to 2000. He's rated 2600 Blitz on leeches. 2600 Blitz on leeches. That's an insane rating. Joe also very disappointing tournament for him. You see his 1500 and he gained 50 rating points, but he's rated 2500 on Blitz on leeches as well. I know different time controls, there's 3+0, but what's weird is that Assis plays 3+2 and he beats GMs in 3+2, and so I don't know what happened in this tournament. Maybe it's because of the masks, they do affect breathing, or he's tired from the rapid. Yeah, there are probably a lot of external factors. It's Blitz anyway, a lot of external factors can affect these. And it's not like the field is... like Akram reached 2500 Blitz on leeches, Joe, Adib reached 2500 Blitz, Amr has reached 2600 Blitz on leeches as well. Yeah, Amr definitely lost rating. He's very much higher rated than the very overpowered in rating compared to the others. He's so much higher rated than the others. Yeah, Dr. 1000 IQ. That's true. You definitely won rating points. An acceptable performance for Dr. 1000 IQ. More than acceptable. Alright. Not crazy or anything, but alright performance. For his standards, of course. Again, because Dr. 1000 IQ is a very strong player. Got 2500 Blitz on leeches very recently, actually. So Amr, yeah, 16 rating points. Not huge though. Abdulaziz in 4th. That's actually a bit surprising. He's of course a very good player, but yeah, considering the field, I wouldn't have bet on it. 72 rating points, nice, of course, but 1500. Yeah, that's a joke of a rating due to the lack of tournaments. It's good that this tournament is going on currently. Especially during the pandemic, because like there were so few tournaments in the past 5 years in Lebanon, and then the pandemic hit to make it even worse, to make it 0 instead of few. Yeah, Dr. 1000 IQ, only that's a slight blemish. I agree. Samir a bit disappointing as well. He's reached 2400 Blitz on leeches recently. Nice win against he beat Akram, but then yeah, he stopped. Wow, that's a rough streak, 5 games in a row. Yeah, against Joe he was winning as well, or at least much better. Khalouf, very good performance at some point, but then yeah, didn't finish off well. Yeah, that's not a good finish, but he beat Habash, he beat Joe, he beat Mahdi. Yeah, that's actually good. Yeah, acceptable performance, I guess, for his standards as well. Maybe a bit more than that. Nah. Probably just acceptable. Yeah, I guess that's it for the cock. Zero energy. Yeah, Beluf, you need to rest because tomorrow's round is just. Adib played 7 billion openings in this tournament. Man, Adib played the Kalashnikov and the Svechnikov. You have to be insane to play that. And he plays like the Reti and 1d4 and 1c4 and... This is Adib's openings. This is Adib's opening repertoire. Like this. No, I didn't. I'll check it out now. Which round was it? Round 2. Okay, I'll check it out as well, Dr. 1000 IQ. Everyone's games against Amr is interesting. Ooh, Préparation. Préparation. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Is Bishop f4 the best move here? No, right? You should play c4, I think. Or d5. No, d5, it's too soon. What's the best move here? I forgot. Okay, Bishop f4. Not the best move, or like at least the main line. Yeah, this is a bit suspect for... this is definitely suspect for white. Yeah, white probably lost all of his advantage. I got he won a pawn, but this is too much activity. Yeah, this is a lot of activity for... Oh, but the passed pawn... Never mind. Oh. That's true, Andrew. That's true, Drew. Wow. Yeah. But what is the best move for white or the main line? I forgot this b5 stuff completely. So rare to encounter it. I play c4, but I'm not sure that's best. I forgot what's best. This is still going on, by the way. Still no moves found in this game. Yeah. How am I going to remember? I remember like the queen comes in the game somehow. I don't know. Like the queen comes, maybe it goes to d3 here. Is that a thing? Ah, I think I remember. It's with e takes. It's with e takes. Finally, I think I've remembered. What difference does that make though? I don't know, but yeah. I can't remember this line. Anyway, I'll probably write it in the comments when I find the game. I'm so annoyed. Ah, we have Dr. 1000 IQ. You can tell us, Dr. 1000 IQ. So, there's this line Actually, I can just take a look at. Yeah, I have that in my notes on the Svechnikov. Yeah, I can't find very soon. Anyway, I'll write it in the comments when I upload to YouTube. Yeah, but maybe Dr. 1000 IQ will know. So there's this line where after f5, this sacrifice, and somehow I seem to remember you need to play rook c8 because white adds more pressure on the c6 knight. I think he somehow gets his queen to c4. Ah, you don't play f5. Yeah, never mind then. Yeah, here you play bishop g7, which is the line. Yeah, I'm probably switching to this as well, but yeah, just f5 out of curiosity. Yeah, anyway, forget about it. Okay, still we'll watch Amr played against okay, third round. d5 immediately. d5 immediately, huh? So here you played d5 immediately. I thought it was too soon. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I haven't played this position in ages. Okay. Akram against Amr. Oh, you had the exchange. Okay. King's Indian. You didn't go for this g4 stuff. Okay, you went for this stuff. Just not responding with d5. Okay, getting a lot of space. Yeah, this isn't a really nice King's Indian. Thankfully, knight h3, king h1, there's no knight f2 because the queen is covering the dark squares. Gets out of that. Trades queens. Knight f6 check was a big threat. And knight takes c7, so there was no way to save the exchange. He just gains a few pawns for it. To be honest, black is... No, he's not better, of course, but could be better, especially in Blitz, with the knight coming to d4 as well. Oh shoot, titled arena is almost over. Yeah, I really need to end the stream now. 40 minutes left in titled arena and Magnus is playing. Ah, you took the draw here. Yeah, you definitely could have played for more, but it's dangerous. Against yeah, it didn't upload the game actually. It shows the wrong game. You had h4. Yeah, winning the knight. Oops. Shoot. Yeah, okay. Okay, guys. So I'll be ending the coverage now. I want to watch the titled arena. All right. So yeah, nice chatting with you guys. Hope you're having fun, and take care. Au revoir.